I suppose if this glitches out too and the live commentary button has some other technical difficulty like I expect it to, I'll just commentate like I'll do some post commentary, but that would be fucking AIDS to do. I'd hate to do that. So welcome to Dodongo's Cavern. There's two areas. There's the left and the right area. Right area is the first place we want to go, and second place, the left area is the place we want to go to last. The left area is how we get to the second floor, I believe. So we're going to want to go to the right, which will let us go to the left, which will then lead to the top floor. Top floor is where we get the bombs, which then opens up this bad boy, that big, scary-looking skeleton Dodongo. And that absolute madman up there is kind of how we get to the final boss of the dungeon. Or the regular boss of the dungeon, I suppose. Beamos really like to drop bombs. New enemy, by the way. Beamos, they do a full heart of damage if they lock onto you. They shoot a laser. It's pretty fucking cool. The only way to kill them is with bombs. Your sword does nothing. I always think it'd be cool if there's like a final sword, like a big Goron sword or stronger tier sword that like destroys like stuff that like rocks and things that would usually require other weapons. So those are they have 1 HP, and if you kill them they explode. You'll notice this with most Dodongos, like all of them explode. Skulltilla, that's irrelevant. Nice. I've never had that happen before. That's pretty funny. Push this guy. He's basically a surrogate block. He's kind of like... You can't climb on top of him too easily. I think you can maybe you can backflip on... Oh. You can backflip on him. I almost said blackflip. Not really relevant. I suppose it's relevant in a room coming up, but that's about it. There's a few speedrun tricks I know, but not very many. I don't really play this game. I only play this game over the 3DS version for the graphics looking dimmer and more like sullen and more depressing. Rupees or hearts in these, depending on your HP. And mini boss. These are Lizzlephos. They have 6 HP. Pretty easy. You hit them once, they jump over you and then try to hit you. And then recording software makes the sound not appear. After you hit them 3 times, or deal more than 3 hearts of or 3 hits of damage to them, they'll tag out, and then the other one will begin to fight you instead. Their attacks are kind of ruled by RNG. Like, you saw the first one attacked very quickly, like once and then twice, and then the second hit me because I didn't expect it. This one only takes 2 hits. Well, they'll both take 2 hits because I jump slashed both of them twice. I wonder what would happen. We get to fight more of these. I want to try the Deku stick bug where I can do like 8 hearts of damage. Okay. I want to try to one-shot one. Because... No, you'll only do 4 hearts of damage. Unless I have the Bigoron sword, and I jump slash with that, and then I use crouch stabs with the Deku stick. It's the only way. Some pots if you want hearts pretty badly. Falling in the lava does a 4th of heart of damage per second. It's an optional room with a Deku scrub. I think it sells you Deku sticks. Because in this room you need Deku sticks. This is a regular Dodongo. Head does nothing. They breathe fire, which I forget how much damage it does. They spin around when you hit their tail, which is their weak point. I don't remember how much HP these have, like 3? That's how much damage I just did. Oh, he blew up the pot with his death. Such rude behavior. Okay, I'm gonna try one jump slash and see if it kills it. Okay, hitboxes, cooperate. So let's try hitting it again. Okay, that time when I did 3 hearts of damage, it lived. So that one took 4 hits, the other took 3. Very interesting. Doesn't really seem consistent. I know Wolfos are the same, but with Wolfos, you can hit them in the back and they take like 8 times damage. Pretty interesting. Can't really get to his tail from here, so I gotta wait for that time. Whenever you roll, you're invincible, by the way, for like a short amount of time. Okay, there's 3 in this room. Kill all of them, and you're pretty safe to do as you please. I think they probably... I mean, I shouldn't say this because I have no idea, but you'd think that they would have bomb drops. Because it's like, that's the meme. I can't wait to bomb and go gongo. But like, we don't have bombs, so obviously they're not going to drop them. Usually your Deku Stick would burn out in that time, but every time you light something with the Deku Stick, it will refresh the timer on the Deku Stick before it burns out. It's pretty nice. So this switch opens up the way to the other side of the room, which is where we want to go. I think there's the dungeon map around here somewhere, but between when I was in the Deku Tree and when I got here, I kind of stopped caring about the dungeon map and compass, so I'm not really going to go for that. I'm just going to kind of keep going. I don't really care about any of the optional stuff. Maybe like sometime in the future, because I'm going to need a 3DS capture card, maybe sometime in the future I will, when I have that, I'll play through the version of this game that I like a lot more. Oh, is that actually going to work? That actually worked. So you gotta blow up the bomb on the left and right at the exact same time. There's some swag strats with this where you can do it in a really cool way, but obviously that's far beyond our pay grade. I'm not good enough to do that. Very long cutscene, and there's like a delay at the very end. Always thought that was weird. Climb these giant stairs. That's another thing that's super weird. Like, there's all kinds of stuff to talk about right here. So, alternative way to blow these up, like I said, but I'm not good enough to do that. So these steps, as when I was a kid, I always thought, like, who the fuck lives here? Like, who are these steps for? Like a giant? Also kind of looks like a skull, like a sideways marshmallow skull. Like a depressed marshmallow. Like, facing to the, well, his left, our right. And he's, like, laying on the ground. But, second thing to talk about. There's random enemy music. But only once when you climb this. So you could go back in the video and watch and rewatch that part if you don't believe me. But randomly, the first time you've ever go up this, there's just enemy music for some reason, and then no other time. Very spooky. And then second thing, or third story, or thing to say, whatever it is, however to describe this, I don't know. Second story, third thing that I'm saying. There we go. When I was playing this game when I was like 6. And that's about when I got here. I was like 6 when I got to this point. It took me like a year to get this far into the game. Pretty hilarious. But I was using a GameFAQs guide on how to beat the game. Like, from the internet, at my dad's house. He was into computers after the year 2000. Which is when I turned 5, so it must have been 2001. And, because I was like 6.5 or something. I actually owned a GameCube by then, which was pretty neat. And these Sculptillas are pissing me off. But the GameFAQs thing said to go right, do not go left. But they both lead to the same location, which I still to this day don't understand why that guide said it. There's also a red rupee in this pot. I don't think there is one in the other one. Maybe that guy was just like, nah, this is my red rupee. No one else knows about it. But then he's like a fucking idiot because there's one in this one too. I don't know. Strawman I just made up in my head probably doesn't actually exist. So L targeting or Z targeting in this game. There's multiple ways to do it. There's like the Wind Waker way, which is just holding down L in order to keep the target, but I'm not holding down Z right now. It's just, it stays there for all eternity and you can't get rid of it. There's a way to do it and get rid of it in the 3DS version, but I don't remember what it is. So you're just stuck Z targeting for all of eternity. And it's really shitty. Probably works in this game too, but I've never seen that cutscene, so I have no idea. This is climbable. Any new player would try to climb this though, because it's like, oh, I want that token. I don't know what they do, but I want it. Has it already been 10 minutes, dude? Ugh. I'm gonna go for 4 more minutes. I don't care if it's been 10 minutes. So a lot of these are enemies. These are enemies called Armos that are unkillable until you get bombs or a stronger sword. So just ignore them. Don't try to touch any of these statues that aren't the correct one. And whenever you're killing the keys, make sure to L target them or Z target them. Fucking cancer. Trying to remember this shit. But try to Z target. I almost did it again. Z target the keys after they stun themselves, because if you don't, you're gonna do a horizontal slash, not a vertical slash. Vertical is what we want. If you swing like this, if you swing horizontally, you'll go under the keys and they'll just fly back up the room and pester you for fucking years. So it's like, don't deal with that. So the backflip trick, do this quickly. It's pretty nice. And the Link forgets how ladders work, so it's just kind of, yeah. Derp our way up there. There are some bomb flowers if we want to fight Armos, but my description's good enough. We'll fight Armos later when I can kill it with my sword, and that'll be less annoying for both of us, so I'll just do that. A lot of lag in this game because it's really big, and fire graphics have that problem on the Nintendo 64, and also on other systems that are just on par with the Nintendo 64, like a gaming PC per se. Like, try to render a Skyrim like fire mod. Very bad idea. Your game will lag. You never know what will be around these corners and these narrow paths. Use Z targeting to always look in the proper direction. This is a useful technique, isn't it? Don't patronize me, Navi. If I'm a 6-year-old kid, I don't even know what the fuck you mean by use Z targeting to face the correct way. Because I use this and it's like, oh, cool. What did that do for me? I still can't see around the corner. But like, what she actually wants you to do is to like face the wall and use Z targeting to like look around corners. That's what she wants you to do. She didn't explain that. She expects you to just get it. That's not what I want. Because up there is a bombable wall, which we can't get past till we bomb it, clearly. Clearly, obviously, especially. Useless rupees that they fucking, I don't know why there's so many. And this is one of the hardest bomb flowers to put in the entire game, because they fixed this in the 3DS version, but this ledge is impossible to get a bomb flower on. I'm gonna try 4 more times. You can sometimes, in 1 in 100 times. Alright. Clunky controls. 1 in 100 times you can get it to stick behind the ladder on that ledge, but it's like, good luck, dude. Trying to do this as a kid, it was like the fucking, God, it's like neurosurgery. Trying to go between the 2 veins and not hurt the, like kill any blood vessels. Oh, you see that? And I almost had it. But it wasn't framed perfectly, pixel perfectly, in the perfect spot, perfectly, you know? So, the only real way to do this consistently is to just try to remember the timing of when this thing explodes. Because see, it was about to fall off again. You gotta time it so that it blows up midair. What the hell is this? We'll find out in the next episode. I don't know what to say at the end of episodes. Because it feels weird saying thank you for watching, because, like, if at a certain point after you've seen enough videos, it's like, thank you for watching, it kind of gets, like, stupid. I don't know. It feels weird to always thank people for, like, every 3 seconds, but, like, seriously, thank you. I appreciate you. If you're watching this far into the video, I appreciate you a ton. I've gotten over, like, all the problems I had in the past where I was controlled my numbers and, like, worrying about watch time and views and likes and comments, worrying about all that shit. I don't really care anymore, but instead of it being a necessity, it's just like a bonus on top of the fun I'm already having. So thank you for being here, having this adventure with me. Thank you again. Thank you 1,000 times. I've been C4H. See you next time.